had the response of industry to the pine beetle outbreak. Of course, they're undergoing a lot of change. There's intense pressure now on quarterly bottom lines and increasing their profit levels. And so they are looking for more wood that's cheaper to get, that they can mill faster. Their investments in super mills, etc., means that they're hungry for logs. Well, if you've got a large supply of trees that are either just dead or dying, and you make the argument that, well, we're salvaging them, so instead of paying $12, $15 a cubic meter for stumpage, we'll pay 25 cents a cubic meter, you've just lowered your cost tremendously.
As it became apparent that we weren't going to be getting the help from Mother Nature that we needed to actually stop the epidemic, and it was going to continue to grow, we moved away from we'll call it a leading edge growth suppression strategy to a salvage strategy.
There isn't really going to be any pine. Even if they're green and they're not hit, they're going to be hit. I doubt it. Won't be hardly any pine left. There's a totally. I mean, this forest is pine. It's a fully functioning forest, and these are the kind of forests that are being clear cut right now in the name of salvaging the pine beetle. In 10 or 15 years, if they need to, they could come back and they could remove the remainder of the mature trees and still save all the young trees, at which point those young trees are going to be growing a lot faster because there's a lot less competition for nutrients and sunlight. And so you've got an ongoing cycle where you basically you farm the forest instead of mining it. See, that's the problem right now, is that we've got a mine the forest mentality where you go in and you just wipe everything out and then it's all gone.
The companies themselves bear responsibilities as well. Every stick of wood that they log, legally they're required to reforest it, and I think we're going to have to be extremely vigilant over the next 10 to 20 years in ensuring that those companies don't simply cut and run, walk away from those responsibilities, that we make sure that they have adequate enough money held in reserve to ensure that those lands are reforested. We cannot simply allow them to log and profit from the trees that are coming down now and not live up to their responsibilities to do the reforestation.
It's another mistake that they've made in the past is that when they've logged an area, they've been pretty much replanting it with pine monocultures, which is going to be just that much more susceptible to the next epidemic when it comes around. Logging is no different than agriculture or any of these other activities where they sort of have a monoculture mentality, and when things go wrong, they really go wrong.